Why, hello, friends, enemies, secret third things, Mod Prog, Alamar, Range Bomber, Pachinko, Lunibs, hello. How's everyone doing? Thank you for joining this Zoom call, where we'll be doing our end of Q3 review. It's been an important quarter here for Mostly Incorporated. I'm gonna be waiting a little bit for people to trickle in because I need to go post on the old Twitter, the old Discord, because I'm only gonna do this once. Here to cash in big time. We'll be talking about our earnings reports and other important stream related information. But hold on, let me get my posts out. I'll explain the ideas a little bit, and then we'll get started here. Are we declaring in it lieu of bankruptcy? That'd be pretty funny. All right, hold on. We're starting our quarterly review. This meeting is mandatory. Listen, thank you. Copy. Link. Paste. Boop. Send. Is mostly incorporated? You don't think anything's been fully incorporated? Look, if the project was done, I wouldn't be working on it, alright? What do you want? What do you want? If I was done with the project, you wouldn't see me work on it on stream. Them's the breaks. Alright, and then one more for the Twitter. Boopity boop. Look at me doing my job. Come join our mandatory Q3 town hall, where I will be discussing my first 3 months of streaming. Oop. All right, good enough. You want to see more profits? The investors are getting impatient. I'm working on it, right? I'm working on it. Okay, boss. HR info. It would be great if everyone in the call could please turn on the camera. Quick, let's sell our user data. I mean, frankly, with the amount of unemployed nerds in this chat, I could start talking to companies, you know? Get a recruiting firm up and running. Damn indeed. How dare you assume such things? I know you guys are unemployed. Why else do you watch me? I'm not unemployed, I just happen to not have a job. You know what? That's fair. I've been meeting some new folks, and every single time they're like, "Hey, so what do you do?" And I'm like, I used to be in tech, but I'm kind of between jobs right now." And then there's always one person who knows that I stream and goes, actually, Maxi's a Twitch streamer." And then I have to do that whole conversation of like, I mean, I'm trying my best. I don't know what to tell you. It's not a secret, but I'm not parading it. How about we make our own company and do our own products? We kind of are. The conversation is in question. Yeah, so have you heard of Twitch Prime? Hey, do you happen to have Amazon Prime? Because there's this cool integration between Twitch and Amazon where for free, because you're already paying for it, you can give me $2 a month. I'm not out as a streamer yet. No, I'm not. I've been thinking about it. I could like post on my personal Instagram to be like, I stream now. And I thanks Modprog. OMG, what, for free? 100%. It is also the end of September where Twitch will match your subs by 20%. It works. I was gonna post on my personal Insta and be like, look at me, I'm streaming now. And frankly, I think my viewership would jump for like a day. Like, let's be real. These are normal human beings. They kind of just don't care. I could post, I could tell people, I don't really expect anyone to watch or care, so I'd rather just not. I don't know. The difference between aristocracy and unemployed is simply about what you have in the bank to live off. True. True. Twitch can match these nuts? I don't think Twitch can. I don't think Twitch can. Are you not human or not normal? I assume both. I assume you guys are all weird AIs. Dancer? Dance for me, Modprog? Dance for me? So, I don't know. So, before we get into it, I started streaming because I hated jobs. I hated working. I'm so not suited for menial tasks. Like, I just, there is something so deep inside of me where I'm like, I just don't want to do that. It absolutely broke me. And I think I'm fortunate enough that it broke me at a very early age. I got an office job at 18, and then I did that for 4 years. I had an office job for 4 years, and I just woof. I mean, damn. I don't know if it was just an unfortunate work environment, but it destroyed me. And I happened to also save up a lot of money from that, from working from a young age. And I had one of those thoughts, and frankly, yes, it may have been inspired by Ludwig, of like, if I don't have a period where I give my everything into like streaming or content creation or something that like maybe as a kid I've always been like, well, maybe I should try doing it, and then I never really gave it the effort or the energy. Did Maxi just leak her age? You guys should know how old I am. And that, I mean, that was it. I was like, I'm gonna give it the old college try. I gave myself a time limit of 6 months at minimum, where I'm gonna basically ignore everything else. I am willing to like lose 6 months of my life and money to just try it, because otherwise I would regret it forever. And here we are. We're 3 months in, and that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Like, genuinely, I am proud of the community we've built, the yaps we have had, and I'm also kind of proud of myself. I'm pretty proud of myself for getting it through. And so I don't know. We're gonna do a little bit about corporate meetings and stuff. All right, I ignored every message while I was yapping. Been working office jobs since 2012. You're broken and well seasoned. I don't know. It might have just been the work environment, but I did just have this moment, and I also like came out as trans, and I don't know. I'm in my fuck it era where I have the freedom, time, and money to do the things that I've never been able to do, and I have to try. I have to try. It's your birthday today. Oh my god, happy birthday, Max. Oh my god, what a coincidence. Oh, congratulations for another year around the old sun. What the fuck? You're trans? No, I'm just a really good ally. I'm just a really good ally. You're too lazy to not do a boring office job. I might go back there. I might go back to that. I can't make any guarantees, but I had to try. I had to try something else. And if it doesn't work out, like I'm totally fine with that. You know, not to get all depresso espresso, but like if Twitch doesn't work out and it's financially not feasible, that's fine. Like I'm so okay with that. I've already, after 3 months, if all of this is lost, and for some reason I can never, ever, ever stream after this day, I'm content. Like, I'm so content. I have done and learned so much more than I could have possibly imagined. And I don't know, I'm just glad. Just glad. Don't be a weirdo. Yes, one of the rules is to not be a weirdo. I'm so sorry. I know there's a weirdo in all of us. There's a weirdo in all of us, but we have to control it sometimes. Anyways, my goal for today is to get through this stream without crying. It might be a short one. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We're starting the presentation at probably the 30-minute mark. We'll probably do the 30-minute mark. If you ban the weirdos, there won't be anyone left. We usually we do temporary bans. We usually do temporary bans. I'm a lenient person. I believe in second chances. I do have the PowerPoint slides, don't worry. The town hall is ready. The town hall is ready. Frankly, I mean, you guys are going to see this PowerPoint and not be terribly impressed, but I will say, I think this is the most effort I've put into a presentation since like middle school. Do the slides have animations? No, come on. This is work. Town hall, Q3 town hall. It's your first stream here. Welcome. What a time to join. What was it like to start out? I'm a person who doesn't put a lot of pressure on myself to do things quick. I'm very okay with taking small steps, and the first time I went live was with the intent goal of I don't even know what buttons to press. Like I had a week where I was totally just going live for the sake of learning what buttons to press, because I had no clue what the hell streaming was about. I didn't know what I needed to do. I literally just went live with a friend on Discord and fucked around. And that was it for like a week. After that point, I was like, okay, what do I actually want to do? And I basically just realized that I already, as a person, as a characterized weirdo, I talk to myself when I program. Why am I rotated 105 degrees? I did a little rotation. I'll talk about money and viewers and stuff. Yeah, I'm super open about money. I don't understand why it's a big secret. I guess it's a little awkward, but like I don't know. I'll totally talk about all that. You can't be a weirdo, but I can have a tortilla blanket. Them's the rules. Sorry, boss. Welcome to the stream, everyone. If we see you making a lot, we'll stop donating. That's okay. That's totally fine. If you think I make more than I deserve, then that's how the world works. I would feel way more guilty like hiding that, and then you guys being like, whoa, I didn't know you made this much. I'm actually broke. That would be weird. I don't know. I don't understand it being a secret either, since it can be estimated. I think it can be tough to estimate sometimes, especially for small streamers. It is a big range. People see how much XQC makes and they donate more. I don't know. Have I gotten contacted for a sponsored stream? Absolutely not. No, I'm not. I mean, one, I'm not that big, and two, I'm brand new, and I don't see why anyone would take a risk on such new fresh streamers. Hello, fresh incoming. I don't know. That's one of those things where if it's a concern, if I have to start thinking about like, oh, do I want to take this sponsor? That is a great problem to have. That is a great problem to have. Like, I don't even want to think about it because if I get to that point, a lot of issues have already been solved. You have 300 subs and still only make $200 a month from Twitch? What? How does that work? Manscaped? That'd be pretty funny. You can fake a code that doesn't work to make it seem like you're more established. Meh. I don't know. I'm taking it slow. I'm not like terribly. I worry that if I have the pressure of money, which eventually is bound to happen, my content's gonna be dog shit. I think it's important for me to not have that pressure. Otherwise, I won't do my best work. OnlyFans incoming? Unlikely. Regionally priced subs? Oh. All right, hold on. I was talking about something. I was talking about being nervous on the first stream. Yeah, I don't know. I very much did one thing at a time. I very much just like for the first month, you set really stupid low goals. Like for me, it was so much like my goal is to press the right buttons or something, and I don't know, like have 3 viewers, have a chatter, things like that. I think I'm genuinely a good at setting realistic goals, and I also just really like learning. So I wasn't super nervous. There are definitely things I did that made me feel incredibly nervous. There were moments, but honestly, not really. Leaked SSNs. You were first in here. First real chatter was Future Highway. I don't know if he sticks around anymore. Am I nervous for the bathtub stream? I'm very nervous for the hot tub stream. How does Twitch Turbo work? I have no fucking clue. You get some like percentage, I think, based on view time. I genuinely have no clue how it works. It's like, I don't know, Twitch throws you a penny or something. The hot tub stream is after the PowerPoint? We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Streamers get either all or most of the ads you would have watched? That makes sense. That makes sense. Something like that. I don't know. Ads don't really give you that much. So what did the mostly keyboard thing do? Okay, hold on. I need to turn off redeems. Hold on. We're not gonna do redeems during the PowerPoint. Or we'll do this. We'll do these redeems. You beg for no hot tub stream? Hey, I keep my promises. They're usually incredibly delayed, but I do keep my promises. All right, agreed? You You want me to go only keyboard for the presentation? Too bad. Too bad. I'll give the points back. I'll give the points back. We can show the fit though. Does mostly CPU just show the CPU graph in the corner? Yeah. We've got ourselves a corporate fit. I'm here for work. All right, we got this. Can't even raise my arms up. Highest thing. Go. W work fit. Thank you. PO box. Yes, I will do a PO box. Okay, I will do a PO box. I'm scared. I'm kind of scared you guys are gonna be weirdos about it. I've just been lazy. It literally takes like 10 seconds too. Alrighty. We're 30 minutes in. I'm gonna assume everyone who needs to be here is here. There will be a VOD. Hopefully I edit this into a highlight too. Maybe a YouTube video. Bada bing, bada boom. You know the breaks. Whoever was asking, I am now nervous. I am now nervous. Planned content makes me nervous. Waffling never makes me nervous, but planned content makes me nervous. Software? Heart rate graph? Maybe in the future. Softwares? All right, hold on. Let me make sure everything's working here. Audio check, audio check, audio check. Send me an infinite amount of tortilla memorabilia, because that wouldn't cross the weirdo law. Can everyone hear me? Am I muted? Am I muted, guys? Can everyone hear me? Alrighty. Let's get on over here. Thank you, music. Alrighty, friends. Thanks for joining the Zoom meeting, everyone. We're gonna be doing our Q3 town hall here in a sec. I will ask everyone to hold questions till the end. There will be a scheduled time for questions, so please hold questions and comments till the end. Thanks for gathering, everyone. I just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page in Q3. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get started here. So this is my third month of streaming, almost to the day. I consider my first month of my first day of streaming to be July 1st. It's plus or minus. I did have a little bit before that of like literally figuring out technical difficulties. But I say July 1st, hard cutoff. I started streaming. And since that day, I have done 258 hours and 20 minutes, and now 52 minutes actually of live streaming. I think that's crazy. I am not a social person. I'm not, well, I'm a relatively social person, but I'm not a social media person. I've never had like a TikTok following. I've never had a Twitter following. I never had a Twitter. I didn't have a fucking Twitter till I started this shit. Even like my Instagram was dead. I didn't even have a Snapchat. I was not social media savvy. This is this is a crazy thing for me to do. Like I don't know how I thought this would ever work out. But yeah, 258 hours later and we're here. So what is here and how did we get here? Here's our little metrics. We're going to do some numbers before we get into anything else. Um Damn, I mean, like, okay, so this is an average of 15 viewers over the course of 3 months. Um, Kind of at the end here, we're having around maybe 22, 25-ish average. But like, I mean, stonks are going up. Stonks are going up. We've got a little washed here. Got a little washed here. I'm gonna just say maybe school started. We'll just say school started, and that's fine. No worries there. Um, But yeah, I mean, like this is crazy to me. I literally I still remember sitting here with like staring at the viewer counter. I have the viewer counter off now. Every single streamer says turn the viewer counter off because otherwise you're gonna break your brain. And then for some reason I was like, I'm different though. But I'm different though. And then after about a month, I was like, oh, I am not special, and viewer counter went off. But I still remember staring at that fucking number hover between like 3 or 4 and me being like, oh, I don't have the enough viewers. I don't know. That's crazy to me. But yeah, we're like we're there. We're there. We're getting there. Um Money. Everyone likes talking about money. I made 450 bucks, buckaroons throughout 3 months on Twitch. I also made around $150 on coffee, um, which nets me about 600 bucks for 3 months or $200 a month, which is crazy to me. That is insane to me. I didn't think that I genuinely I thought for 3 months I made zero. I thought for like 3 months I'd be making absolutely no money. I don't really care. I don't think it matters. It's one of those things where in my head, I don't know anything. I don't know anything about anything really. But genuinely, this is one of those things where I feel like you cross a line and then you make money. I don't think it's worth it for me to be like begging for subs right now. I don't know. Maybe I should. I have no clue. But Jesus Christ, I mean, $600 for the first 3 months is insane to me. Um, a lot of it got spent on improving this all setup. Cause I basically just like if I make money off Twitch, I'm just gonna reinvest it back into Twitch. So we got things like new lighting, better internet. I got a new router. I don't know. This is not financial advice. I went and brought crack. Yeah, sure. But yeah, that gets me a lovely $2.33 per hour. I have an hourly wage of $2.33. That's not that's not to say I'm not here looking for pity. I just think that's funny. I'm fine. Again, I don't think you need to make money this early as a streamer. Woof. Woof. This number hurts sometimes. And just what a humble brag. I don't know. Is that a humble brag? I'm not sure. We'll see. Other than that, we have our little location data. Um, I think it's kind of tough to say, but I think I have like an insanely high U.S. audience for its software, but software is mostly not U.S. But yeah, I mean, other than that, Poland mentioned, Brazil mentioned. I don't know where these 3% of Russians are. I've never seen them. That's pretty diverse. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. We can get those U.S. numbers up. You guessed they're in Russia. Good solid guess. I don't know how accurate this data is, but yeah, I just thought you guys would be interested in that. That was just the numbers. That was just the numbers. Everyone likes numbers. What I like is to talk about what did I do right? What went well? What was good? And what was good was projects. I got a lot of projects done. I genuinely I have a hard time finishing projects. I have a hard time working on them consistently. I'm usually a person that obsesses over a project, works on it for 24 hours straight. I don't eat, I don't sleep, I don't talk to anyone. It's just me and code. But instead, we worked on it a little more consistently. Some projects kind of got put on the back burner, but I always came back to them, which means we got things done. We got things done like the disk ring buffer, probably still one of my favorite projects. Over the course of 6 months, I started it prior to streaming. We did a lot of stuff on this disk ring buffer. One of my more technical projects, so I'm really happy with it, that eventually got put into France, which is our little Kafka alternative. And unfortunately, I think some of these projects have kind of become big enough that it's hard for me to explain it in like 10 seconds, which has become an issue. People come in, they're like, "What are you working on?" It's kind of hard for me to explain. And I think that's one of the things I need to improve on is like I need a solution for that. I need to have better documentation. This is something I've always struggled with, but I understand it, and so I'm like, I could probably explain it to someone else, and then I can't. Other than that, we've done the points terminal, which is this thing. We've done the SL rewrite. We had the waterfall sounds. We had a bunch of Twitch integrated things, aka tits. That I think have worked out pretty well. To do's rename Franz. I love the name Franz. I think it's so good. I honestly, okay, so the waterfall thing was for spamming water redeems, and I never tested it. It's crazy to me that it actually worked on the first try, and I forgot it existed until y'all spammed the water redeems, and I was like, why is there a sound of water in my ears? Am I going insane? But I'm so glad it worked. It's funny because I pronounce it like France. Okay, Franz. Franz Kafka. What do you want from me? Hold your comments till the end, please. It's too easy to distract me. We also did some PRs. We did some pull requests. In Owl's library, in Cargo Mommy. We had a few random Rust crates that never got merged. Very few of my PRs got merged, but we did make PRs, and that's something I want to do more of, actually. I think it's good to like encourage people to make PRs. We also had a lot of PRs, especially from Lillian. Thank you, Lillian. But I do want to encourage more PRs. I think it's fun to collaborate, and I think it's fun to steal your free code, and hard work means I have to do less and get more. Great. We did speedruns. I'm so happy we did speedruns. I know I always look miserable during a speedrun. I know I always look miserable, but genuinely, I sometimes just get overwhelmed with trying a new language. And this like forced me to actually try a bunch of different languages. Including, but not limited to, because I probably forgot one, Zig, Scala, Haskell, Go, Python I already knew, but it was one of the speedruns. Rust, same, I already knew. Elixir and C. I mean, damn. Damn. Scala mentioned, yeah. And I really, really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed speedruns. We're gonna continue doing them because they're awesome and they're a lot of fun. And there will be more languages, and I'll talk about that later. And finally, the one thing that I'm genuinely so fucking happy about, and I talk about this to other people I know in person, is that if I didn't stream, I would have never become a NeoVim enjoyer. I would have never have become a NeoVim enjoyer because learning NeoVim fucking sucks. It's a painful process. There's a lot of buttons, and I got bullied into submission into being a NeoVim enjoyer. I was already using NeoVim, but I sucked. I was a terrible NeoVimmer. I was a NeoVim I was a NeoVim acceptor. I was okay with my child using NeoVim, but inside I would be a little disappointed. I had tried Helix before. I knew a little bit of Vim because I use it at work sometimes for like remote things. Anyways, I was not a NeoVim enjoyer, and I have been bullied into being a NeoVim enjoyer, and I'm so fucking glad. Literally, if nothing else, if I stop streaming right now, I will take away the NeoVim knowledge that I have learned, and I hope to continue learning. I hope to continue being bullied into being better at NeoVim. Some bullies do include Kathy, Lunas. Yeah, it's actually about it. Between Kathy and Lunas, I definitely learned the most. There is a lot to go. There is a lot to go. I'm not by any means a great NeoVimmer, but I believe I am now a competent NeoVimmer. I am a NeoVim enjoyer. Obviously, there is a whole lot of other things. Just as a review, some of the things we did. I'm like glad I figured out lighting and setups and the microphones working. I fucking love this community. We're such nerds. We're such nerds. I love it. You guys gave me, yeah, I like software again. This was a huge thing for me. Between work and talking to like computer science students, including Christopher, yes. I kind of just got sick of it. I got so sick of I didn't touch my PC for like a year. I've had this PC for a while and I didn't touch it for so long. I would do everything on my laptop and I just like I don't want to say I hated software, but I lost that like spark. I lost that spark where I was in the news, I was doing the things, I was having fun, and I'm so glad that you guys have brought that back to me. Other fun things? It's to be Saturday. We have a schedule. I actually started a TikTok and a YouTube. They're not going great, but at least I got them started. Now, here's unfortunately the sad part that I do have to talk about is what went wrong. What went wrong? Um, there is an obvious one. There is a very obvious one to me that's burned into my memory is Maxis. Maxis went so wrong. I mean, damn. This this was something that I really wanted to do. I really wanted to do it. I still really want to do it, but I had no clue how. I put a ton of pressure on myself to make these min maxis, which the idea was we would have weekly problems and competitions that had to do with certain optimization problems. It was an SL rec, yes. But I put a ton of pressure on myself. And at some point, I got into the mindset of doing something is better than nothing. Doing something is better than nothing. And sometimes that's true. I think in this specific scenario, this was not true. The something that I did was awful and shoddily put together and handled terribly. And I mean, genuinely, it hurt my ego in a way that I didn't know that streaming could. And it's unfortunate because I still really like the idea. But now I'm putting my hands up. I'm saying, hey, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this alone. I think I need a little bit of help with this one, and I'm still thinking of how I can do that. But this was a lot for me to do on my first attempt and alone. I was so out of my depths there. This was math homework, yes. The other thing that went wrong is schedule. It was hard for me to get a schedule. I'm hard to I'm hard to schedule. I'm not a very consistent person. And then when I made a schedule, which is this one, it kind of sucks. The times that I chose just kind of suck. They're a little unfortunate. I don't like them very much. Um, I'm thinking of maybe changing it, but we'll see. And and the last one that maybe is a little funny, is that I started vaping. This isn't something I do outside of stream. I just happen to have a vape, and sometimes when you're talking a lot for hours, you kind of just need a little bit of stimulation. Um, that I started replacing with things like vaping, um, caffeine, energy drinks, um, flavored drinks. These are all things I never ever did before, but I felt that in order for me to stay active long enough, I started taking it up, and it's unfortunate. Mind altering substances, in some ways. It's unfortunate. I don't like that I did this. I'm not terribly worried about it because, again, I don't, outside of stream, the second I'm not live, I don't touch it. Never leaves my desk. I genuinely, I don't care about it all that much, but it is an oopsie. It is definitely an oopsie. Don't call me an addict. I'm not addicted. I'm not addicted, okay? Goal for 200 waters. Maxi stops vaping. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Um, so the future. The future. Let's talk about the future. Let's not talk about vaping. The future. I want to focus on things outside of Twitch. YouTube, TikTok. They're so fucking incredibly important for streaming. I'm gonna be making the TikToks. I've been super overwhelmed with learning how to edit. It's one of those things that's like a huge time sink. I think once you learn how to do it, it's not that much of a time sink. But I have like no clue what I'm doing. So it's gonna suck. I know it's gonna suck. And I have to just force myself to do it for a while. So that is one of my goals for Q4, the next quarter. Um, the other thing is I want to improve our our quality of content. Um, because I'm happy with what I'm doing. I think the quality can just get up there, which is gonna be things like I want better planned content. I want better planned content. It's very easy for me. It's very lazy to press go live and waffle. Like that is so easy for me, and it kind of stops me from doing other things. So I do want to have more structured content, especially for things like that, existing things like speedruns. I want speedruns to be more structured and like have a consistent format, and maybe be a thing that can be a YouTube video. I don't know. We'll see. Um I want to have scheduled Discord community nights. I know a lot of you are Eurofrogs, and you can't join in the post stream Discord yapping. So I do want to have scheduled community nights that are probably earlier in the day, just so that, everyone gets included. Potentially redo my schedule just because the schedule's garbage. Maybe a gaming day. I feel like I want a gaming day. I'm gonna do a gaming day. obviously the hot tub stream that I've promised, and emotes. I want to make more emotes. I need to make a shit ton of emotes. This is hopefully something I'll do very, very soon in Q4. But emotes are so fun, and Wogue is one of the first things that I feel like put me on the map. But yeah, I just want to make some more emotes. So yeah, all the good things will continue. We'll continue working on things like Franz and the Twitch interactive things, aka our tits. We'll continue doing speedruns, and we will continue doing Sippy Saturdays, of course. Sippy Saturdays are for me, not for you, so they will continue. And one last thing that I kind of want to do. Water is gone. We've run out of goal. We've run out of goals. Well, this isn't not saying that it's totally gone, but we these are the things that will stick around. Everything else is maybe sticks around. This is a mostly family friendly stream, I would say. Yeah. One other thing I want to do is shout out some people. Shout out some people that actually like genuinely changed how I stream, why I stream, and gave me motivation. I mean, obviously, Freshwater Fern. I know she's out on a break right now, so don't bully her. But Freshwater Fern was one of my first like streamers. She ended her break. Okay, she ended her break officially. One of the first streamers to kind of like welcome me to the category, and it was super warm, and it helped me kind of like get a grip on things, and not to get all interpersonal here, but kind of made me feel less alone as a streamer, because I don't know anyone who does content creation. I'm a nerd, and it was just very, very nice of her. Obviously, Owl Kaline, fucking incredible vibes, and an even better programmer who I stole a lot of code from. So most of the Twitch interactive things wouldn't work if I couldn't steal Owl's project. And Owl's also hangs around in my chat, and I think she has incredible vibes. So go check her out. Captain Coder. This is probably someone that a lot of you maybe don't even know. He's been MIA for a while because of internet issues and ISPs, and they also have a job, but they do a lot of Godot coding and teaching streams. They're incredibly friendly, incredibly professional, and they were one of the first people who kind of just came into my stream and said, "Hey, I really like what you're doing. I think you're doing a good job, and here's a bunch of money." And I'm not gonna lie, that gave me a lot of confidence. I was just starting out, and there's this other streamer who is so much bigger than me, and who just came in and is like, "Hey, you're doing a good job. You should keep doing what you're doing." And boy, oh boy, I mean, hearing that in your first month of streaming, that's impactful. That is impactful. In a totally opposite way, Anatrocious, friend of the show, Anatrocious, also very impactful. Also, I think having some technical difficulties as of late, so hopefully she'll be back soon. I don't know if Anna knows this. But we kind of started streaming at the exact same time. We kind of started streaming at like almost the exact same time. So Anna has also been streaming for about 3 months. And I'm not gonna lie, every time I watched her stream and I was like, "Oh my god, she's here at 3." Like, look how good her stream looks. She makes awesome content. And it definitely like it was a solid motivator. You know, I'm not one to say competition is the best motivator, but it certainly was a motivator. And that's not to say I'm competing with Anna. Please don't get me wrong here. We do completely different things, but it did definitely push me to make sure I'm keeping the content quality where it needs to be. Keeping the content quality good for y'all. Cuz it's easy to be lazy. Of course, our lovely moderators, Kathy, Max Wattage, Lunas, whenever he's around. Thank you very much. Y'all keep me in check. Y'all keep chat in check. And I really appreciate it. I kind of just threw the role at you guys and at y'all. And Kathy mentioned I just threw the job at y'all. And I'm glad it worked out. Not a guy. Kathy, famously not a guy. Um and Holly and Owen, you guys might know them better as Holly K and Dimbledorf. They are my IRL friends. And I mean they are so fucking awesome. I mean, I don't think I would be streaming if I didn't have two people who constantly hype me up and make sure that I'm doing okay outside of stream. And I mean I wouldn't be able to do what I do here if I didn't have that off stream support. So I love you guys. And that's it. And that's basically it. Um all I have now is just some highlights. Just be careful about those bruises. We're doing some highlights. We're gonna look through the top 5 clips we've ever had. There's one extra little emotional clip that I want to add. And then if you guys have some favorite clips, feel free to throw them at me. But we're just gonna go through the top 5. This is my top clip, and I fucking hate it. I don't understand why this is my top clip. It blows. It's just one of my oldest clips. I think maybe from one of my first streams. I'm already working on the disc ring buffer, which is so funny to me. It's not that interesting. I don't know why it exists. Here again. There is a reason for this, I promise. And by that I mean my intuition is telling me that you need to do this. And I trust my intuition, and I'll think about why that's the case later. So we're gonna lock the right page. And that's it. I don't know why this is my top clip. I maybe there is something funny about I don't know why I do this, but I trust my intuition. Maybe that's a little funny. I don't know. I have no clue. All right, we're snoozing ads. We're not snoozing ads. I'm sorry. This is gonna take too long. There are ways to avoid them. Okay, we snooze the ads anyways. I don't know why this clip blew up. It's a throwback. I mean, look at this. It's different. I mean, it's crazy to look at my setup there and be like, holy Jesus. I mean, it doesn't feel like I've changed all that much, but oh my God. This is one of those videos you watch on TikTok a million times because you don't understand what's going on. Maybe that's why it's big. I don't know. So I don't count this. I don't count this as the top clip. It feels a little fake. I think the real top clip is, of course, licking the flag. This clip is the first clip I had that blew up. It blew up on TikTok. People on TikTok were weird. People on YouTube Shorts were weird. I maybe regret doing this, but honestly, not really. All right, let's take a look. Watch this, guys. I can lick colors off this flag. Isn't that crazy? little weird, little embarrassing, little funny moment. I think it definitely blew up because there is no context. There is no context. Maxi, why the fuck did you do that? Isn't that terrible for you? Why are the colors coming off your flag? I was eating some blue chips. I was eating some blue chips. Okay, here's some behind the scenes. I was eating the blue Takis, and my tongue was blue. And I thought, hey, wouldn't this be a funny moment? And moment it was. There is also a follow-up clip where I eat red Takis, and then I do the exact same bit. I don't know how I'd make my tongue white, but if I figured out how, I would do the bit again. But yeah, I was just eating some chips, and people didn't get it. I didn't lick the flag. I didn't touch the flag. I'm so sorry. It's all a ruse. It's all an act. Now, this is not my favorite clip. This is what I call my biggest clip, but it is not my favorite clip. My favorite clip is, of course, no dress today. No dress today. Maxi, why is there no dress today? I will be able to rewatch this clip to infinity, and it still fucking makes me laugh because, unlike the previous moment, this was not planned. This was not planned. No dress. No dress today. Why, Maxi? Why no dress? Because I got a... It gets me every fucking time. It's so stupid. I still have the bottle here. I've been lazy. I haven't thrown it out. I still have the bottle. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I can't believe that happened. This is a silly moment. I wish the clip didn't lag at the end every time because I think the speed here is just so funny. I got yes, I think that is hands down my best unrecreatable clip. And oh my god, it was almost a month ago. That's crazy. Now, clip number 4. Clip number 4 is a clip that I am not proud of. I'd already been streaming a while, and sometimes your brain just turns off, and you start yapping. And when you start yapping, you don't know what's gonna come out of your mouth. And sometimes it goes a little something like this. Oh, whoa. Oh no. We have to try to push it raw. Oh no, chat, we're pushing it raw. And we're resulting a push result or a queue page error. Yeah, I'm not proud of that one. Not proud of that one in the slightest. Sometimes you just yap. Sometimes you just yap, and I was writing a function called try push raw, and I was just saying words. I was just saying words, and sometimes it just happens. I don't know what to tell you. It's unfortunate. Unwrap. Yeah. Yeah. So, you know how it is. And last clip was actually tied. Last clip was actually tied with the exact same amount of views, and I decided to choose the better clip. And the better clip is, of course, Maxi being a VTuber. We watched this yesterday. Let's just watch the whole clip now. I decided to pull out all of my artistic capabilities, and you guys will never believe it. I've done it. We have a PNG tuber of me. Look, it's me. Hi. I even got the same background. Isn't that great? Isn't this just lovely, guys? You don't have to look at my face anymore. I spent a lot of money on this art. I would only get the best for you guys. I hope this is much better now. Now that you guys don't have to look at my face anymore. Incredible, incredible, incredible bit. There is a little backstory here. There is a little bit of backstory here. I used to doodle that thing all the time as a little kid. Like when I was a kid and bored in class, that's the figure I would doodle. Draw little speech bubbles and stuff. Without the curly hair. Without the curly hair. The curly hair was my personal artistic addition. But that is the character I'd used to doodle, and I thought that was really cute. The other fun fact is that took me 2 hours to set up. If you ever have doubts about how incompetent I am and in my artistic capabilities, that took me 2 hours to figure out how to do. That was kind of rough. One of the only reasons I haven't brought it back is because I don't want to figure out how to do it again. And that's our top 5 clips. I don't remember what the one, oh, the tied one was "Don't Do It." We can watch this one, but it's the same energy as don't we're pushing it raw. Oh, don't come on my stream. Oh, that's nasty. Yeah. I mean, you get the energy. You get the energy. Don't come on my stream. Oh, that's nasty. I say things. I say things sometimes. Okay. Yeah, can you fault a girl for saying things sometimes? It happens. It happens to all of us, all right? So that's the top 5 clips. That's the top 5 clips. That is what I'm known for. And I have one more clip. It is not in the top 5. I don't even think it's in the top 10. Maybe even top 20. Who knows? But it is a clip that I made after a month of streaming. 30 days of streaming. I made a clip because I was leaving on a trip in my favorite rocket ship to Germany. This was a trip I planned before I even knew I was going to start streaming. And I had to go. And it made me sad because I felt like I was on a roll. I felt like I was happy with what I was doing. And it was a very abrupt end for me. And I was worried that when I came back, I would never stream again. So I did a little dramatic goodbye. Okay, friends. I believe it is time to wrap up my little last stream. I've had an awesome month streaming for you guys. And I'm pretty damn proud of maybe the not so big but cute little community we've built. So, be sure to drop wogs in the chat, join the Discord, and I'll see you guys in 10 days. So, have a good one, everyone. Wog. Adorable. Adorable. And on that note, I just want to say, wrong song. I'm proud of how far we've come. I'm so happy. I think a lot has changed, and honestly, so little has changed. We still have a lot of fun. We still have a lot of yaps. We still get clipped out of context sometimes. And I don't know. I'm really proud of us. Maxi, don't cry, don't cry. That's it. That wraps up our quarterly review. That wraps up our quarterly review. Thank you everyone for joining this Zoom call. I am so glad to be a part of your day sometimes. Great stand up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll open the floor to questions. Please, one at a time. I don't know. Hopefully that was fun. Hopefully that was fun for y'all. Thank you for the claps. Thank you for the claps. There is a recording for those who couldn't attend. And unfortunately, I cannot answer how tall I am. That is private information that is left outside of the corporate sphere. I'll probably make a highlight of this too. For those who can't make it. 3'2". All right, we need to let ads roll now. I think they've been delayed for long enough. So, thanks for bearing with us. I don't know if whatever. It'll figure it out. Where do you find the clips? Twitch.tv/mostlymaxi. Used all the snoozes. We used all the snoozes. We used all the snoozes so that we could finish this presentation without any interruptions. So they'll roll at some point. There's ways to avoid them. Y'all know the drill. There should be a clips tab on Twitch. I don't know. Should I be posting them somewhere else? I feel like they're fine on Twitch. There's just a lot of clips that are good for Twitch and not good for anything else. So I just don't post a lot of them. Let's not get muted here. Let the clips stay on Twitch? Yeah, I think so too. It's weird to find with the new Twitch UI. Yeah, the Twitch UI is kind of blows. Send them to space. All right, I hyped myself up a little too much. Think of your questions. I'm gonna go run to the bathroom real quick. We'll come back and we'll do a little more yapping. Alrighty, 2 seconds. Enjoy the music. Oh yeah, also I changed a lot as a person in the last 3 months. So that's the thing that happened too. And I kind of forgot to mention that. What games would I play on game day? There's a long list of indie games that I have been ignoring for like ages. So things like Slay the Spire. Maybe I'll keep doing Risk of Rain. I don't know if anyone likes Risk of Rain anymore. Holly, friend of the show, Holly has offered to play Risk of Rain with me, and I think also Dimbledorf might be interested in that, but I'm not sure. Dimbledorf now has a full-time job. Risk of Rain is fun, but I would like to try new things. So I remember Slay the Spire. I know it's cliche. It's streaming Slay the Spire, but I just want to try it. I've never played Undertale. I kind of want to try to learn how to speedrun Celeste. There's like a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna do StarCraft. I'm sorry. I've never played Hollow Knight. I want to try smaller indie games. I'd rather have lots of small games rather than one big game. And Broodwater? I don't know what that is. Broodwater? An expansion pack? Brotato's fun. Yeah, stuff like that. Stuff like Brotato. StarCraft to Brood War. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do StarCraft. I'm so sorry. Could do marbles. I don't know what I do for that though. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Factorio. I don't know if my computer can handle Factorio. I could do more shapes. Dredge? What is Dredge? Factorio's super light. There is certain games that are too fun. There are certain games that are too fun for me to play on stream. And I'm worried that Factorio is one of them. I think Factorio is gonna be too fun for me to play on stream. Same thing with like Satisfactory. I wanted to stream Satisfactory. That game's too fun. I can't stream it. Egg Flight Simulator. I already did my egg flight. I've done my egg flight. I am done. You lost countable hours in Factorio. Are you one of those 4,000 reviews? Yeah, this game's pretty good. Doom? Doom's funny. You know who was really good at Doom back in the day? My mother. My mother was allegedly very good at Doom. How much has your vision of what you might be capable of shifted? Where do you see yourself in a year from now? Ooh, I've definitely become more confident. I mean, it's tough to survive streaming without gaining some confidence or losing some confidence. I don't know. I definitely gained some confidence and lost some confidence in different aspects of myself. I think I'm much more confident in my speaking ability. And just like, I don't know. I think I've become more passionate as a person. Just talking about the shit that you do for 4 hours a day kind of gets you there. Yeah, I don't know. That microphone thing again? I was coming out as a streamer to your family. I didn't tell them. They found my TikTok. They found my TikTok. And then texted me being like, what the fuck? This you? And I was like, yeah. I stream on Twitch now. I think from their perspective, what I do is very educational. I think from their perspective, it's like, oh, you're doing this to get a job, right? And I don't know if it's gotten clear that like my entertainment comes first. The programming is kind of an afterthought. Do I have a long-term plan with streaming? I would like to, but you know, I can only be so realistic. Again, I'm giving it 6 months. I have different criteria that I have to hit in order for me to continue streaming. This is one of the deals I've made with myself. I'm probably gonna keep those criteria private. And you know, they're kind of subject to change, but there's just certain things where I'm like, look, if I haven't been able to do this, I need to get a job. I need to get a job. I have to make money. I have a life outside of being live. I think if anything, I will continue to stream no matter what. I've fucking enjoyed this way too much. I've enjoyed doing this way too much for me to not continue streaming, but it won't be full time what I'm doing right now. But you know, I'm obviously optimistic. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think I could. So yeah, I guess I do have a long-term plan with streaming. I'm still thinking about the how has my vision shifted. I think I became more confident that I'd hit the goals I set for myself, but that's about it. I mean, it's a boring answer. But yeah, I mean, the farther I got, the more I was like, holy shit, this might actually become a long-term thing. I would love for it to be a long-term thing. I think everyone, you know, kind of hopes for that in one way or another. If it pays my bills, I mean, I like doing this way more than any other job I've had. I like doing this way more. So, you know, as long as I can pay my bills, right? There's no secret to it. You do programming here as well? Yes, I do programming here as well. Thank you, Christopher. Will I come work for you? Unlikely. Would find it a little weird. Don't know who you are, what you do. Program robots. That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. But I think I'm alright, thank you. Last week you held a course. Wow. Oh yeah! Oh, this is one thing I totally forgot. I started streaming because I wanted to be better at teaching. I wanted to become better at explaining things and teaching things. That was like one of my goals. I always felt that I was bad at explaining things. I got a lot going on up here, and not a lot coming out. I think I got worse. I think I got less educational. I'm still working on it though. I'm still working on it. You finally have a little personal site? Oh, congrats. You ended up going with a theme that uses like 1 kilobyte of CSS total. I don't wanna plug it because my personal site has a lot of outdated information that's kind of embarrassing. But my personal site is so light. I think my entire site is like 500 bytes. And then it's cached on the edge. It was one of those things where I was like, you know what makes me feel really, really good? A total side tangent here now, as per usual. You know what makes me feel really good? When my web page, when I click on a link, and the web page goes boop and appears, I'm happy. I'm a happy person. That's it. That's all I want in my life. I want the web page to appear immediately. And so I was like, I want my site to be in the bytes. I want my site to be in the bytes, in the hundreds of bytes, and I want it to be cached on the edge across the entire world so that no matter where you are, if you click on my site, boom. And so that's what I did. It's a super simple site. There's nothing on it except for text. There's lots of outdated info though, so I'm not gonna show it on stream, but it isn't a secret. Use GitHub Pages for yours? I don't know how mine's an S3 bucket. Mine's an S3 bucket that's cached on the edge. I don't know how GitHub Pages work. I've never used them. All those web designer programs create bloat. Yeah, keep it simple, stupid. Damn, my CV's on there? That's funny. What do I expect of my community? I expect my community to have fun and be normal. I want my community to I've talked about this a lot. And it's a little self-centered, but I think there is an unfortunate thing where queer people all over the world are ostracized, and it sucks. Like even in like the most liberal of places, it's hard to find community. As a queer person, it's fucking rough to find community. And unfortunately, that leads to a lot of weird fucking queer people. It's an unfortunate side effect of the shit way society treats us sometimes, and I just really want a place for people to maybe get that socializing. Get the chill little conversations, have some small talk, do some yapping, talk about programming, and just you know, get that reminder that maybe it's not so complicated. Maybe it's not so complicated. Define weird? Nope, I won't. .modprog.de is 23 kilobytes, but half of that is GitHub themes? You continue to be weird knowing that you're at least a bit socialized? I think you're fine. If you're being weird, I'll tell ya. What are we coding today? Probably nothing. We're just talking about code. Nice, coding sucks. True. Is everyone throwing in their personal sites now? Okay, I might have clicked on the bubble pop page. Y'all all built the same thing? Whoa, that was loud. Whoa, that was loud. That was loud. That was loud. We haven't talked about code. We do a little bit. A lot of smaller queer spaces are too liberal. It's a tough topic. It's a tough topic that the only thing I want to preface it with is a lot of this is caused by being ostracized. You're queer and you get ostracized and you have no one to talk to and you start finding, all right, Beaver, that's weird. Beaver, that is weird. Beaver, go get a 10-second timeout. You're ostracized by society and you find weird places. You find places that let you breed insecurity, let you breed probably not great thoughts. And I don't think it has anything with being too liberal. I know what you're trying to get across. I don't think that's good wording. I don't think it has anything with being too liberal, but there is a lot of insecurity in these places. And it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. Because I know what you're talking about. So I just, I'm hoping to maybe create a place where we just have a little fun. You think too liberal can be a thing? I think it's poor wording. You love me? Wow. We're out the L word. Depends on, yes, it depends on the definition of liberal, and that's why I don't want to do that. It's I think what Lillian is talking about is probably oof, oh, there's no good way to talk about this. Just don't be weird. Just don't be weird. Talk things out. Over here, the Liberal Party are quite conservative. You've been in communities where one little thing can get you kicked out. I mean, that's fine. Depends on what the thing is. He's talking about authoritarianism through liberal principles. No, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Gang, it's not that deep, okay? There's just communities out there that are built on insecurity and sometimes, and they become very toxic. They become very toxic. That's it. This isn't liberals. This isn't authoritarianism. These are just some poor queer kids who have been bullied into hating themselves. It's not that deep. There's no like great political theories going on here. These are hurt kids who are making toxic communities, and it sucks, okay? Don't overthink it. Just be normal. How deep is too deep, Jesus? You'll never be normal? I think you're alright. What you experienced in some communities which really sucked. You're trying to mesh into the regular world and not crime. Places like this, Fern and Purple Elves are good. I'm happy to hear that. Troy still has not unbanned you. I mean, Beaver, you're a little weird sometimes. I understand why you might rub people the wrong way. You literally just referenced fucking Hitler out of the blue, so I don't know what to tell you. You thought it was a funny joke? You like people who are weird? I think you're not picking up what I'm putting down, but that's okay. You never read the book? Now that's funny. You still just taking a break? I wish I knew who that was. Reminds you of a TikTok of a kid that asked for Minecraft and the uncle got the Minecraft. That uncle needs to... You like nerds? I like nerds. I love my nerds. Y'all are all nerds. Uncle just exposed himself like crazy. Yeah. I have not read Mein Kampf. Sorry. I don't think I'm particularly interested in it, to be honest. There's quite a few books that I wanna get through. Yeah, Lillian, that wording was bizarre. You like Kupatanas? I love Kupatanas. I love Kupatanas. That's some great content. Yeah, it is going crazy right now. Once you have what you want, what do you see yourself doing? I just want to do more. I want to do more content. I want to do bigger things. That's kind of it. Like, once you have what you want, I don't think I'll ever have everything I want. I'm on the hedonic treadmill as much as everyone else. So I'll just keep doing the next thing, I guess. Do I like the program fluencer job? Is that what I am? A program fluencer? Yeah, I guess. I enjoy it. I like talking about nerd stuff on the internet. That's pretty fun. I'm a yapper. That's what I think too. I'm a certified yapper. What you really want. Yeah, I don't know. Just, there's always another thing, right? I don't think that's bad. I think that's just like how people work. It's always gonna be another thing that you want, and that's good, you know? I feel like life's pretty boring if you don't want anything. It doesn't even have to be a big thing. Have I changed my shirt? No, it's the same shirt. I try to keep my life as simple as I can. I think it's silly to think about what do you really want. It's gonna change. Just do the next step. Just do the next step. You're gonna kill your ISP. You missed everything you said. It's okay. It'll be on YouTube. TLDR was I don't overthink it. I just do what I want because a pirate is free and you are a pirate. That's a reference that maybe someone will get. Beaver, I'm not answering your hypothetical. Anna! Hi, Anna Prank. You got that? Kathy got the reference. Good. Would anyone like to throw clips my way that they enjoy? I don't know if this is something we're interested in. I don't know what I was looking at this earlier. I have something like over 120 clips. I have over 120 clips. There's a lot of fucking clips. I don't even remember like 80% of them. So if someone has a favorite clip, throw it my way. We're doing nostalgia. You're going to bed? Well, thanks for hanging around. Appreciate you for showing up to the mandatory Q3 Town Hall. I'll see you on Wednesday, I guess. I feel like Q4 is going to be the quarter of redoing bits. You know what? It would actually be pretty funny to redo the same bits every quarter and see if they get any better or worse. Maybe it's time to declare water bankruptcy. Maybe water bankruptcy is not a bad idea. Just get that, reset that timer. Reset that counter. Go back to 0. And also, we're now collecting data on redeems. So I'll be able to track waters much, much better than what I do now. All right, Tired Beaver sent me a clip of squeaks. Squeaks is really funny. I actually really like Squeaks. Let's check it out.
Thanks, Squeaks.
It isn't a bid or anything. I'm gonna turn off TTS for this. I don't know how to talk to you guys about this, but I just want to say recently on stream, people have been treating me pretty poorly, and I don't want to be your punching bag anymore. So I just want to let you know, like, a lot of people say I ask for it, and I seriously don't. Genuinely, it's like actually getting to the point where it's a little ridiculous. Anyway, let's play some games.
Today's skinny baby.
Yo, thank you so much, Pass Baton Toot.
He's a really good streamer. He's fucking awesome. Squeaks has a feel for content that's like just talent. It's pure talent. I don't know how he does it. It's actually crazy. I don't see a lot of Squeaks, but when I do, I mean, he's incredible. He has incredible delivery. I'm gonna follow him. Maxi whips out the mug. I mean, I could try to do something similar with, like, hold on. I really hate capitalism, you know? Capitalism just and the finance sector in general. See, I could do something like that, but I don't have that sheer talent for deadpan delivery. I mean, that's crazy. Zero out of 10. Look, it was just an example, okay? It was just an example. If I did it for real, you guys would laugh. If I did it for real, it'd be funny, okay? I was just doing it as an example. Am I using i3? I'm using Hyperland. I don't like it. I'll stop using it. Tangent. I love tangents. cosines and sines and all of them. All the letters. Yeah, here you go. Here's the stats. You can switch over to KDE if I tried NixOS already. I'm working on it, okay? I'm busy. I do a lot of things, okay? Fuck Hyperland. Fuck Hyperland. This shit's garbage. Don't use it. It's not worth it. There's better things out there. Like Neri. Like KDE. Don't use Hyperland, okay? Don't switch to Nix. Arch is now supported by Valve. But Nix fun. But Nix is fun. Damn, we're getting a lot of bot spam today. What's going on? NixOS is everything but fun? There was something that's just Hyperland but better community and more stable? Is Neri not like almost that? Is Neri not basically that? It's gorgeous. It's funny that Valve decided to base their SteamOS on Arch as opposed to Debian. I never understood that decision. I never understood that decision. Is there an article about this? Arch Linux has announced a direct collaboration with Valve. Valve is generously providing support for two major initiatives, the development of a build service and the creation of a secure signing enclave. But why? Why did they choose Arch? Because Steam Deck was on Arch for a while. They wanted more up-to-date packages. Is that really it? Like I can't imagine. Projects funded by Valve will adhere to Arch's usual development. RFCs will be created for any wide-ranging changes to ensure community involvement. Expected to enhance Arch's performance, security, and reliability. I mean, this is fucking awesome. This is so awesome, but also why? Has Valve not done a statement on this? Gabe just uses Arch, by the way. I fucking love Gabe. Isn't Steam like one of the best companies to work for? You don't agree with Arch too? Fedora would be great? Fuck Fedora. Fuck IBM. Valve found that using Arch's rolling updates as a base would be better suited for the Steam Deck, allowing them to address issues and fixes much faster than Debian. Oh, it literally is just more up-to-date packages. That's awesome. They had to redo Debian to make it run. That's crazy. Fedora for normie desktop is superior. Yeah, but Red Hat is now Red Hat is now IBM. Red Hat is now IBM, and they're changing the way they're open sourcing it. Where was that announcement? Not the acquiring. Not more up-to-date packages. It's about it's about the faster delivery and reaction to breakage. All right, we're still in character. We're still in our corporate characters. How do they do, what did they call it? Does anyone have the article? They said something about how they're gonna change whether they send their code upstream or not. It's shutting down its traditional rebuild of going to bed. Thanks for hanging around, Christopher. Hi, Jesse Wayne. Happy Pride Month to you as well. I guess they're shutting down CentOS. I just kind of don't trust IBM to be making these decisions. You've been thinking about trying out Void Linux? Void is cool. Red Hat now limiting RHEL sources to CentOS stream. Yeah, I think it was something along these lines. I just don't really trust IBM to be making these sorts of decisions. Yeah, I wanted to try Void too, but then it was one of those things where it's just gonna take way too much effort, isn't it? It's just too much. It's too much to do. I'm over it. I'm over it. No system D, yeah. If it ain't Arch, it ain't good? I don't think that's true. Blackware is even older. Isn't Rocky Linux also based on CentOS? Am I crazy? Been using Linux since 1.4. Might try it on your laptop. God, I want a laptop so bad. I don't need a laptop, but I want a laptop so bad. Rocky and Alma are both based on the last OSS RHEL release. Yeah, I don't know. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm moving on from the Red Hat version. Damn, called out. There wasn't a 1.4. Called out. There is no 1.4. Maybe that was the bit. That's so funny though. M2 has been alright for you. I don't know. I want to try Neri. I just want to try Neri. I don't even care what I run it on. I guess I could just run it on this. Neri, NixOS. I don't know what else. Fuck WO roots. I don't think this uses WO roots. I think this is WO roots free. You need to move from Ubuntu, but you're lazy? Ubuntu's alright. Ubuntu's nothing bad. This scrolling thing is what gets you confused? Ubuntu's crap? It's alright. It's alright. It's fine. I don't know. What other Linux things are fun nowadays? I guess I want to try KDE. I've never done KDE. That's not true. Isn't Garuda on KDE? Isn't Garuda defaulting to KDE? They did Plasma, I think. Not that. Garuda Linux, the default one was Plasma, I think. Yeah, their first option is Plasma. So I guess I did try KDE. Can I be real? I tried KDE just because they have the little jiggly they have the little jiggly windows. I don't even know what that's a part of. I don't know if there's an example anywhere. Garuda also heavily themes KDE to be super gamery. It is, yeah. Jiggly windows are a default in KDE? Really? It's just a KDE thing? That's awesome. It is super gamery themed. It's just a themed KDE. Garuda's nothing fancy. It's just a themed KDE. I was just messing around with it. I think before that I did Fedora. I think before that I was doing Fedora. Don't like that Garuda ships with chaotic AUR? What is chaotic AUR? What? It's a third-party oh, it's a binary cache. Oh, what the hell? Let me compile my code. Let me spend hours compiling my code, okay? I wouldn't use Linux if I didn't want to do that. Just, if I didn't want to compile it, I'd get a Flatpak. The secondary community repo. I don't know. That is a weird default, I guess. It's not all AUR. Oh my god. That is a bizarre default to have. I am curious. I think Hope got me on this. The Flatpak only, what is it, an atomic desktop? Silver blue? I am curious to try it. Partially because I used to work at this company. I worked at the company that got acquired to make this project. This used to be a company called CoreOS that got acquired by Red Hat. Pretty funny. Did a little internship there. Rip CoreOS. True. Is there an AUR helper that only downloads the make package files and doesn't install it for you? What do you mean installs it for you? Git, that's true. Yeah, Git clone. Immutable distros are kind of neat. I'm just curious to see like what I don't like about it. I'm just curious to compare. I've never tried it, and Hope did so much shilling for it. I think Hope. I might be wrong, but hey, Fedora CoreOS. It was Hope? Yeah, I think so too. I'm just curious. I just want to try. There's immutable. Yeah, Paru downloads the make package file and then runs make package. Yeah. Is it, what is the bad part of that? What's the bad part of that? I think the sketch part is having a third party binaries. I think that's bizarre to me. It's just like another layer that you have to trust. 4OS plus Neri, just do it. You do technically, it shoves the make file at you before it runs it. You are expected to read the make file. Par opens the package build in less first. Yeah. I think you're 100% expected to read it to make sure it's not doing anything crazy. I don't think I've done that in like 3 years though. You can open it in Yay, but hold on. Rust by the way. Paru is Rust by the way. You like Yay because of the name? You can alias Yay to Paru. You dislike the part default of having the list backwards? Me too! Oh, that actually bothers me so much. Oh, that's actually so annoying. Being written in Rust is not an argument? Since when? Since when? Of course it's an argument. It's slow to build from source? Yeah, because it's Rust. Yeah, the list backwards is so bizarre, and I don't know why that's the default. You can reverse it, but it's so weird to me that that's the default. Oh yeah? It's an argument to not install it. By the way, Rust bad. I'm not gonna waste my time compiling programs. If it was written in C, it would compile immediately. When I think of crabs, that's something to avoid. I think Rust is terrible. I have quarterly meetings to attend to. True. You don't have to compile Paru. I did. Ironically, you do. Ironically, I did. The stable version of Paru is broken. Or it was broken. I'm sure they've fixed it by now, but I had to compile the Git. When you spend time compiling, you have more time to terrorize your coworkers with Nerf guns. True. Honestly, if I was working at a massive company, I would 100% shill for Rust like my life depended on it. Can you imagine like your boss coming up to you and you just go, "It's compiling. The code's compiling. I don't know what to tell you. I'm busy." You'd get fired if you shilled for Rust? That, alright. Alrighty, gang. I'm so sorry for the short stream. But it's a little celebration here. So we're gonna get here to wrapping up. We're doing a little wrapping up. Very short stream. I wanted to do a little crying. And so I'm gonna go cry now. And a good cry. It's a good cry. I don't know. Should we just do should we do a little practical? Yes, thank you. Thank you. We're gonna do practical. I don't know. Why not? I wanted to do them last night, but they ended early. Thank you so much for joining our quarterly town hall. I appreciate everyone being here. There will be many more to come. I am on my 2-day break. My Mondays and Tuesdays are off. Gonna be focusing on other things. But I will be back on Wednesday for our regularly scheduled content. And we'll already be in Q4. Hopefully new and exciting things will be coming. And I hope y'all will enjoy it. Other than that, I hope everyone has a lovely Sunday and enjoys the beginning of the next week. Nerd. Being nerds, Jesus Christ. Alrighty, gang. Have a lovely, lovely, lovely time. Bye-bye. See you Wednesday.